What's going on, people? It's the Bear here once again. So, earlier today I watched the PlayStation Experience, and I'm gonna just be honest with you, it was a little bit boring to me. I mean, the guys on the panel gave no enthusiasm to anything. It was kind of boring. But there was some games that I looked at that stood out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And we're just gonna talk about it here. So, yeah. First game up, well, let's read this first. Biggest PS4 news of PlayStation Experience 2017, God of War, Death Stranding, Medieval Remaster, and more. Below you can find all the biggest announcements from this year's PlayStation Experience weekend. Okay. Sony's PlayStation Experience is filled with all sorts of news and trailers of the latest upcoming games, which includes Medieval, or whatever, Remaster, God of War, Soul Calibur 6, and Death Stranding, and more. To get you up to speed on everything as it's happening, we're compiling all the biggest news below. Check back often as we continually update this article with news as it gets announced this weekend. Okay, so this was updated when? Okay, this was updated at 10:11 p.m. yesterday. Okay, so let's talk about the one game that I liked the most, and that was God of War. Now, let me talk about God of War for a minute before I get all into this other stuff here. They were showing some gameplay, and I loved it. I really did. I liked the third person view, of, the character and whatnot. And they were showing, the game looked absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, it looked beautiful, But I have one problem. When I looked at the game hub of God of War, it said that the game was coming out on the 12th of December. Let me say December of next year. But then when they was showing at the end of the demo of the game, all of a sudden they saying early 2018. And when people was asking, when guys was asking, like, when is going to be a release date and stuff like that, the guy couldn't give an answer. He just could not give an answer, And I'm confused because I'm like, wait a minute. If I look on the Game Hub on the PlayStation Store and it says December, and then when I look, at the PlayStation Experience and it's saying early 2018, when is it going to be? Can you at least give a demo? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's one of the games I'm definitely looking forward to next year. But no one is giving anything of any details of what God of War is coming out. And that's just kind of bothered me a little bit, I want to just get a little taste of that game. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. Just make a 15-minute gameplay, demo. And I'll be satisfied with that. You know what I'm saying? Just give me that much. But they gave nobody anything about God of War. Nothing. No kind of release date. No demo. Nothing. So I don't know. I mean, they say they've been working on the game for like 5 years and all. And whatever, man. Whatever. All right, so let's talk about the other game announcements. Firewall 0 Hour revealed. VR. Let me tell you something. I am far, far, far away from getting a VR. I'm not even thinking about VR right now. I love consoles. I'm sticking with consoles. I'm not doing no VR. Not at all. But other people's into it. So, hey, if you into it, that's your thing. But me, I'm sticking with consoles. That's just how I feel. Medieval is getting remastered on PS4. Never played it, but it's going to get remastered and with 4K capabilities on the PS4. So that's pretty good. Death Stranding. Let's talk about this here. Since Kojima left Konami, I haven't heard a single word about anything that Konami was coming out with another game. Y'all made the biggest mess up ever by not having Kojima stick with y'all. Because this man here, he's an independent gamer now. He's not, he's not under nobody. And let me tell you, this Death Stranding looks pretty damn good. Kojima right now is highly respected. Highly respected all over when it comes to gaming. Anywhere he goes, everywhere he goes, he get a standing ovation. I be sitting at home staring over. I be calling the stand over. I like to see Kojima doing things on his own. Konami now, nobody even heard of what Konami's doing. I haven't heard anything of what Konami's doing since Kojima left. Y'all messed up big time. Seriously. This game here, this game here, Death Stranding, it's just the beginning of what Kojima is going to do. This is just the beginning, and I like it. I really do. I would definitely be picking up that game. They still in the works for that. We seen like the trailer. I don't know. I think they just had a trailer this year, or did they have it last year too? At E3, I don't know. But I looked at the trailer at the Game Awards, and then look at the trailer at the PlayStation Experience. Just looked at it. I mean, it's stunning. It's absolutely stunning. No gameplay. They were just showing the cinematic trailer, a long cinematic trailer. No gameplay, though. But it looks really, really good. The thing of this here, they were saying, let me see. Death Stranding trailer makes sense after playing 4 to 5 hours. Sony executive claims. PS4 boss Mark Kearney says at PSX that the Bizarre game actually makes sense eventually. We gotta get to know more about that because it looks good, but we don't know what it's really about. We don't know what's the story of it or anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just it looks bizarre, but it looks stunningly good. But that's all we can say about it because there's nothing more about the game. So we want to know more about that in the months to come, and most likely we will. Okay, so Detroit Become Human. They also did a live demonstration, of that game. They did some live gameplay of that, and that looks pretty good too. I don't know. I'm kind of like, I mean, it looks good and all, and but I'm up in the air with this one right here because it got to. It's just not something right now that I don't know if I can get into. I mean, even showing the gameplay and stuff like that, it's like, I don't know if I'll pay full price. I might wait to get that, because it's not an anticipated game for me. I mean, there's other games that's way more anticipated, like God of War and the Amazing Spider-Man. Those are two games I definitely want to pick up, and I would definitely pay full price for it. But Detroit Become Human, I don't know yet. But the gameplay looked pretty good. The Last Guardian is coming to VR. Like I said, I am not a person that is going to get a VR anytime soon. I think it's like $300 or something like that. I can't do it right now because I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling VR right now. I'm not. I'm sorry, So I have to pass on anything that's VR. The God of War, this is good here. This is really good. God of War on PS4 would take 25 to 35 hours to complete. The developer of God of War reveals that the game will take a decent chunk of time to beat. That is good. I'm thinking how long Skyrim. This game reminds me so much of Skyrim. It reminds me so much of Skyrim. You know what I'm saying? And Skyrim took about around that same time, 25 to 35 hours. I think a little bit more than 35 hours, but not too much. But that's what God of War reminds me. I love the weapons and all. The augmented weapons and stuff like that you can put on like an axe or a sword or whatever kind of weapon you got. Like, that is excellent. I'm telling you, I'm a big fan of the God of War right now. Huge fan. And I cannot wait for that game to come out. Seriously. Other big news. Sony executives hint that they will be able to change PSN names within a year. Wait a minute. I watched the Kind of Funny with Greg Miller. I didn't watch it all, but he was kind of brushing that off. And now they saying that changing the name, I want to change my name. When I signed up for PSN last year, I didn't know that I couldn't change my name, but I definitely want to change my name. But they talking about they got to wait within the year. There wasn't much talk about that, so I don't know. I don't know what, I ain't hear from, the guy, the Sony CEO guy or whatever. I didn't hear about changing the name, but now since you can, that's good, because I definitely want to change my name. Anyway. All right, y'all. So, so those was mostly some of the big titles and all that stood out. And like I said, God of War, you got to give people a release date. At least give people a demo and let them play a little bit. Just a tiny bit. You know what I'm saying? But give people a release date. Seriously. Hopefully that happens within, the next few months or something. But most likely we'll probably have to wait until E3 of next year. It is what it is. This is the Beard. I'm out. Peace.